Hi, Dick Betts with another edition of This Week in the Villages. I'm over in Lady Lake, very close to home today, and I'm at Blinds for Less. And joining me is Nestor, who is the owner of the company. A little bit of history between him and I. About 4 years we've been
Yeah.
working together. How I found him was I had a home, really nice home, that had a problem with blinds, and so I looked up, I guess I Googled, and you were a representative for that blind company. And you came and took it down, took it somewhere, I guess back here, and repaired it, brought it back. And that was the beginning of a very happy, long relationship we've
Yes,
been
of course.
having. And so many of you come here without knowing anybody. And if you follow me, you know I have my guy list. Well, this is my blind guy. Well, he's my window treatment guy because every once in a while I'll say
Yes.
blind. A couple things before I turn it over to him. In the past, we have had a house under contract that was due to close in the future, and thankfully, the listing agent or the seller has allowed these guys to come out and measure everything even before it closed. And there's been a few times when we've been there within an hour of closing, where Peter comes out and excuse me, and he's already measuring the day of closing to go ahead and get the products and whatever they want ordered. So again, welcome, Peter. Now, Peter is who's Peter?
Peter's our sales guy.
Okay, this is Nestor. He points at his card. I warned him I'd be screwing up more than he would. So anyway, this is Nestor. I've known him for 4 years. Um, what's the story? How did you end up owning Blinds for Less?
Yes. Well, I started as an installer for about 12 years with the previous owner. And I worked for him, like I said, doing installation, doing repairs. And with the idea that once the owner retire, he will turn it over, we'll buy it from him. And after 12 years, we bought it, and it's been about 15 years since we have, purchased the business from him. And it's been great.
Yeah, so you got how many years in this? Probably like
Over 25.
25
Yeah.
years. The guy knows his blinds, that's for sure. So, biggest part of my audience is in the villages. What are you installing the most these days? What are people really looking for?
I think right now, the market is going between roller shades and plantation shutters. That's what most people are getting
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah, we've done how many of the sliders that we've done recently, and so many of the homes now have like 15-foot openings going out to a lanai or a pool. You just did one for us, I guess, last week.
Right.
Um, and a lot of people are going with the roller shades with a cornice. Is that correct?
Yep, with the
Yeah.
corners above.
And it really dresses up the openings.
Hmm.
Now, one thing, what about lanais? What do you got for lanais?
For lanais, we can do the same thing as roller shades or solar shades. If it's an open lanai with screen that is not
Hmm.
enclosed, we
Right.
usually do the solar screens. Solar screens are great. They're water resistant. They can get wet. When they're down, you can still see through, so you don't feel completely enclosed, and reduces the heat, the glare, depending on the color that you choose.
Hmm.
If it's an enclosed lanai, then you can do what is called a light filtering if you want more privacy. And those, when the shade is down, you still filter some light, but you really can see through it at any point of the day, so it gives you more privacy that way.
Now, some people really, I don't understand why, but they really like to watch TV. And they got, like at my house, as you will know, you installed everything. I have a 15-foot, a 6-foot, a 4-foot, a couple stationary windows. Uh, what if I want to make it dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to watch something? What do you got?
Well, you can do a blackout shade.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option too. That is, when the shade comes down, it's completely dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you can alter that. You can have two shades if you want. You can have a light filtering and a blackout, and you can have, multiple shades as well.
So you put up your cornice and you actually have two shades underneath of it.
Yeah, you can do two shades.
That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, a little side note, we just did one, well, a couple months ago, I guess. where the front bedroom faced east, and the morning sun was glaring in, and you ended up putting a blackout there for, I guess, heat,
Right.
right?
Correct.
Because that room was always the hottest room in the house, and it wasn't because of the air conditioning and everything else. It was simply because that sun was beating
Was
in.
coming in.
They did not. This is, as you know, any homes here in the villages that were built so many years ago. Uh, the windows are not E something. They're not reflective. Okay, so you can have a problem. So this also could be a solution for that. So let's talk plantations. Like you say, we're back and forth. I'm a roller shade guy. You've seen my pictures of my house and some of the stuff we've done. Uh, what about plantations? I guess you're getting a lot of people still wanting and requesting plantations.
Right, yeah. A lot of people like the plantation shutters because it's a treatment that is easy to maintain, easy to clean. You don't have strings in between. You can, move your louvers, have privacy, still get some light.
Mm-hmm.
And right now there come so many options as far as configuration, how you can make them, from a single panel, multiple panels, different trim around the windows. People love them because of that, the ease of maintenance
Okay.
with them.
Looking around, you got, different colors, you got wood looking, you have more white, you have so many different options for
Yes.
those as
Yep.
well. And the same with the rollers. You have a whole book, you can't see them, they're here beside us.
Right, right behind
We
you.
have a whole, selection of colors that you can add to. Yeah, I think a lot of times people don't think about window treatments, and they really make a house.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
just a finishing, and I think that customers always have to have that budget because sometimes when they're building a house and getting a house ready, sometimes they leave the window treatment for the last, and they do a beautiful job inside the house, and sometimes they want to rush through the window treatments. So I recommend that that's when you walk into a house that complements everything you have done. So you have to make sure that you leave that extra budget just for that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because the window treatments are part of the deal. I guess we don't do schwags and jabots anymore, do we?
No,
You remember them? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, yeah.
And balloon
All
shades.
right,
Yeah.
heavy drapes.
Heavy drapes. This is Florida, folks. They might look good in New England to have swags and jabots,
Right.
but down here, you move to Florida, many of you, for the weather, and why would you want to put something that blocks the sunshine coming in? First thing I do in the morning, he installed on our 15-foot and 6-foot, we went with the battery powered.
Right.
And I got a little remote, stumble out in the morning, hit one button, they go up. Now, what about that? Roughly, I hate to put you on the spot anymore, I was going to do this, but difference between a pull chain and having a battery powered, we're looking at $70, based on a.
Yeah,
something.
for a motor right now, just roughly, depending on the size, motors can range from $300 to $400 just for the motor, and then whatever the price of the shade is.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think that is expensive, but once you have them, you see the convenience, especially if you have multiple shades.
Yeah.
With the press of a button, everything goes up, goes down.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah. No, they're well worth it. We have 3 motorized, four motorized, I guess. And yes, we love them. Now they last about 6-8 months on a charge.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my past clients just had them installed, and they were worried about it, keeping it charged. And I said, relax. They beep whenever you can hear them. It's kind of like a smoke detector,
Right.
in a way.
When they're
and you
running
can beep.
low.
And then you just run the wire over, plug it in, and I usually do. When one beeps, I charge them all.
Right.
And then you're done for another 6 or 8 months at least.
Right.
So anyway, this is Nestor, not Peter. I gave Peter some airtime. He's a good guy too. He's helped me out in the past.
Yeah.
Both these guys have helped me out.
Excellent.
We've had houses under contract, have problems or whatever, and these guys come running out and help me the best they can. That's Nestor. We're probably going to do another video with him in a month or two, if that's okay, because in the next room over, you're doing what?
We're doing concrete coatings for garage, sidewalks, and walkways.
Okay, hear that? So we'll get back here again, and maybe in a couple of months, and we'll do that.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Well, good. Good.
Good
Thank
seeing
you for your
Thank
time.
You. Thank you.
And I'll put all this information up like I usually do. So that's it. Have a great day. Bye now.